So I wanted to make this video because I feel like it would be a little bit easier to follow than the recording in class, because that recording has a lot of kind of going back and forth. So hopefully this is helpful. We can obviously pause it and stuff like that, but this is for the construction project in Unit 3. So these instructions that are on the right side, those are in your workbook. It's like all of these instructions right here, but I didn't want to have to like scroll back and forth, so it'd be a little bit easier to follow. So go to your project, and if there's anything other than these 3 points and this line on there, you'll have to refresh the page so that it's like starting fresh as is. So step 1, we're going to select the line tool, and then the first step is to click on point A, then click on point C. So to select the line tool, that's the third button on the top. So right here, and then we click on point A, and then we click on point C, and now you should have a diagonal line that goes up and to the right. And then that's it for step 1. So make sure you have that exactly. If you need to, go back in the video and then kind of continue that process as we go through each step. Make sure it's perfect before we move on to each step, and then just rewind the video if you need to. So step 2, choose the circle with center through point tool. That is the 4th tool at the top. So right here, and you'll see the words pop up, center with, or circle with center through point. And then the next step is to click on point A. And then after we click on point A, we're going to click on a point, any point, along line AC that appears to be about 1/3 the distance between A and C. If that feels like a lot, just make sure you watch what I'm doing on the left side. So we'll click on circle with the line, circle with center through point. And then after we click on that, we click on point A. And then I need to click on line AC about 1/3 of the way between A and C. So like about right here would be a good place to put it. And then the new point should be labeled point D. If it labels it with a different letter for some reason, it's not the end of the world. You'll just have to be careful to watch like where I'm clicking as opposed to clicking on the same letter number if they ever get different than what I have on mine. So point D is kind of covered by the line, so I just want to move it so I can fully see it. So I'm going to click on this arrow, and that's the move button, and then click on point D, and I can just drag it over so that it's easier to see. Okay, and then this next part says be sure that point D is on line AC. If you switch to the move tool and try to drag point D, like the point itself, not the letter D, it should move along the line. So to check it, you would click move, again, if it's not already clicked. And then we click the point itself, and when I try to move it, it should stay on the line. And then we just want it to be about 1/3 of the way between A and C. And then we're ready to move down to step 3. So we're going to select the compass tool, which is I think it's the 5th one from the top. Yeah, the 5th one, it's the red circle with the line. So once we select that, we'll click on points A and D, then point C. So the order of the way we click things is we'll do compass, and then we click A, and then we click D, and that creates a circle that has that size radius. And then we want to center that circle around C. So we click on C after that. After you click on C, you should be able to move your mouse without moving the circle. And then we want to label the points where like circle C is intersecting with line AC. So we want like this point right here, and then this point right here. So to do that, I would click on the Intersect tool, which is the 2nd one at the top, and I would click anywhere on circle C. So I'll click right here, and then anywhere on line AC. So I'll click right here, And then you could see these two new intersection points pop up. Mine are E and F. Again, if yours are a different letter, it's not that big of a deal. You just need to pay attention to where I'm clicking instead of only looking at like the actual letters. So those are both kind of covered by the line, so I want to move them. So I'll click the move button at the top. I'm going to click E and just drag it over, and then same thing with F, just drag that over as well. And then we can move down to step 4, select the intersect tool again. So we want to click on circle A and line AB. So now I want the points where circle A, the bottom circle, and line AB, the horizontal line, intersect. So to get those points, I'm going to click the intersect tool, which is at the upper left, the second button. And then I'll click circle A, which is that lower circle, and then line AB anywhere on it, and that's the horizontal line. And then 2 new points should pop up on the left side of circle A and on the right side. They should be G and H, but if they're different letters, that's okay. And then we're moving down to, on the step 4, the third line where it says select the compass tool. And then we'll click on points D and H to set the radius of our new circle, then click on point F. So we'll click compass, then click D, then click H, and then click on F. This is where if your letters ended up being different than mine for whatever reason, we have to look at the location of the points that I'm clicking on. So you would click compass, that's the red circle button, and then click D, that's like the upper right corner of the lower circle, and then click H, that's on the right side of the lower circle, and then click F, that should be like the very top point that you have, like upper right, or upper center, I guess. And then click it to center the circle around it, and then now you should be able to move your mouse without moving that circle anymore. And then now we want to pop up the intersection points between our new circle and circle C. So I want to be able to see this point right here and this point right here. So I'll click intersect. I'll click circle C, which is now that middle circle. And then I'll click circle F, which is like the highest one. And now I have the 2 points where those circles intersect. If they're kind of covered at all, remember we can click move in the upper left and then drag. It's not letting me. The eye is I'm clicking. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna let me, but you can kind of see. Oh, I was able to move the J. I'm giving up. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. If you can see them, you don't have to move them, but sometimes it's helpful to be able to see the letters a little bit better. So we should have these 2 points right now. Same thing, if they're different letters than mine, it's okay. Just pay attention to where I'm actually clicking on this rather than just the letters. So next we're going to create our parallel line. So we're going to step 5, select the line tool, which is the second one, or third one, excuse me. So third one at the top, you'll see line. And then here's where we have to be really careful. So it says click on point C and then click on point J or I. Choose the point that will make the line appear to be parallel to AB. So again, they could be different points, but first click on C. So we got to click the line tool. Click on C. Everybody should have the same C because that was in the original kind of graphic. And then we're going to go to the point that's right here. So mine is J. I'm going to click on J, and then that will set the line. And that line should be parallel to line AB. And then for step 6, select the relation tool. Now we want to check to see if it is parallel. So to do that, the relation tool is the one that says A equals B with the question mark over it. So we'll click on our line on top, anywhere on it, and then click on our bottom line anywhere on it. And once you do that, there should be something that pops up that says, in this case, it says G and A are parallel. And that's exactly what we're looking for. If this is cut off a little, it should say OK down here. You click that to exit out of this. And then we just want to make sure that they stay parallel. So to do that, we'll select the Move tool, and then we click and drag points A, B, and C, and we make sure that we don't end up putting C exactly on AB. So we just move around each of those points. So you'll see if I click Move, the first button on the upper left, and then I click A and hold it and drag it around, those two lines stay parallel no matter where I put A. And then same thing for B. If I move B around, those lines stay parallel. Same with C. If I move C around, those two lines stay parallel. And then we'll just check to see that they are still parallel after kind of moving them around. You can even like drag A all the way over here, like make it look really different than it was originally. And then click the relation button, which is the A equals B with the question mark over it. And then click those two parallel lines. So all the letters are all kind of jumbled up now, but this one and then the one below it, and it still says that they're parallel. So we're good. We created our parallel lines. This is where we get to stop and take a screenshot. So if you have a Chromebook, it's the button above the like 6. I'm not sure if you have to press Control or not. So if one way doesn't work, maybe try the other way. And then you would click next into the like where it says construction project 3 file upload. You just need to upload the file as is. If you're not able to take a screenshot, if you want to take a picture on your phone or whatever you can do to be able to get a picture of what you just created to upload the file.